I'm hoping that it wasn't off long enough that it's gonna redo everything, but we should be fine. It's showing up, but it wouldn't like. It'll show up. It just won't come through because the track was wrong. I don't need a clip of it. That's a stupid clip. Deleting that immediately. Not here to judge or anything. I'm so sorry about earlier. Shouldn't have. Freaking. If you tell me to look at the thing, I'm gonna look at it. And I obviously was. I need a no game audio clip on my channel. That just looks stupid. All right. The second research station. It's about time. You didn't need proof. Okay, let's head and take a breather. Let a bit more stamina, student council girl. Yeah, I'm just full of surprises. It was a compliment, you know. It's a Delibird. Hey, look, a Delibird. It's nice to see nice familiar Pokemon out here too. All we've been seeing is nice familiar Pokemon. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh, so cute. Delibird. Do that. Guess it's battle time. Delibird. We might struggle a bit with this one. I'm just kidding. Penny, do something useful. Before I knock you out. I kind of honestly just want to knock her out because it'd be funny. Bing. Oh, I love that animation. I forgot that was in this game. Seriously, what was that? The darn thing scared me half to death. This is some kind of mechanical looking Delibird, wasn't it? No kidding. Come on, let's go inside of it. One more jump scare like that and I'm done for. This will be the treads variant that'll come next. So I'm gonna let Skelly take care of that. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, as soon as you told me it was, and then you're like, if you don't believe me, listen through Switch. And as soon as I did it, I realized what the issue was. Yeah. It was pretty simple. It's because OBS, because I reset my OBS, and I started splitting out audio tracks. It then didn't update the Twitch VOD track to be the track that has everything on it. It was only my microphone that was going to come through it. So you can hear anything. I can hear everything fine, but you guys can't. All right, they're Pokemon. It's supposed to have to come for an explanation. All right, here we go. Professor, some of the life forms you know residing in Area Zero are future Pokemon that have lived in a distant day we've yet to see. Future Pokemon. What? That's awesome. But come on, there's no way that's possible. The Zero Lab where I'm located contains a time machine. It summons the future Pokemon to this place. The thing my dad spent forever researching down here, he actually got it working. Indeed, the cost was catastrophic. The cost? But a time machine, you actually travel to and from the future. It's theoretically possible to travel to the future, however, being such a human, it would not be possible to return to the present. Well, that's horrifying. Dad, you. Why'd you call us here to Area Zero? Arvin, It's a good thing, because like this reminds me of the theory that I did. I wonder if I could pull it up real quick. And maybe we can watch that together as part of it. AI takeover? No. I'm sure, I know I did a video on it at some point. Miss Paradox forums? Was that the video? I don't know. Oh, Scarlet Violet 2 storyline.
Scarlet and Violet have opened up many possibilities within the Pokemon timeline and time travel. Having playing now both copies, I seem to have more questions than answers about the purpose of the research.
I got the audio of this is terrible.
And how it ties into a greater storyline. What's good, Chaotic Nation? It's your boy.
Oh man, that's so long ago.
What I envision for the continuation of the Scarlet and Violet storyline. As of recording this video, no additional information with the Scarlet and Violet story have been confirmed through either DLC or a second version, much like we did with Black and White 2, which built off the story of Black and White. While I don't think they would make a Scarlet and Violet sequel, there's a lot of potential to continue the storyline that we see in Scarlet and Violet.
This is the video I was talking about.
My ideas. First, I want to reconstruct the story of Scarlet and Violet, so if you're not interested in this section, whether that be for spoilers or just don't want to hear what happened in Scarlet and Violet as a recap, I will have a
It's been a long time. There's two chaoses, yeah. This is former chaos.
Continue watching this video.
Yay, look at me editing!
To recapture the events of Scarlet and Violet, the player character, along with 3 companions, travel into Area Zero.
Man, the footage is bad.
Based on which version
it's very past chaos. This was like 3 years ago.
Of the mystery of Area Zero while traversing the research stations that were constructed 87 years ago to unlock the Zero Lab, which established at the center of the Great Crater. Along the journey, the professor explains about the paradox forms from the future and the past that came from a time machine in the Zero Lab that is capable of bringing back Pokemon.
Could have done better with the scripting.
We know that either Miraidon or Koraidon was the first Pokemon that was retrieved from the past or future. Upon reaching the Area Zero Lab, we are confronted with an AI version of the professor who claims the real professor perished in a disaster down in Area Zero. The AI then gives you the mission of destroying the time machine in order to prevent.
Yeah, the editing on this is crazy because how annoying this would have been to like put together.
Installed by the original professor, which is eventually defeated by the player character. The rest of the group meets the AI Sada or Chiro, which turns into the final line of defense, battling you with either Koraidon or Miraidon. Once defeated, the AI realizes that it is the only thing keeping the time machine from being truly destroyed. So it willingly goes into the past or the future, based once again on which version of the game you are playing, to see the world knowing that it is impossible to return. And that is where we leave the story.
But I wanted to pull up this video and talk about this video because I never got to while I was playing the game, which is kind of cool to do it now, and we have time. It was always the thought of like this motif of going to the future, not being able to come back. Was part of just the idea of this, mostly to make it so you can't like time travel in this game. But this video that I have right here, the Scarlet and Violet 2 DLC storyline video, was made before we got the Indigo Disc or the I was gonna say Isle of Armor. I don't even remember what the first one was called. The Teal Mask DLC. So this was that long ago, but this is something I would have loved to see, and I definitely think they should have done something
other events in
along these lines. Yeah, Kitakami.
Part of the story, but they still are not a critical piece of the Scarlet and Violet storyline as a whole. Now that we have reconstructed the storyline of Scarlet and Violet,
look, I'm red, he's blue. It works.
We can't possibly have an idea of what happens to the characters after the arc.
I missed that lighting setup though. It was so nice.
Disclaimer that the rest of the ideas in this video are practically fan fiction that I've created based around the information from the original.
Man, Past Chaos had so many good ideas. I just missed that guy.
Scarlet and Violet story. So here goes. Sometime after the events of Scarlet and Violet, let's say about 15 to 20 years later, we find the player character Arven, Nemona, and Penny drawn back to the academy. Perhaps this is some sort of class reunion of sorts that gathers graduates all across.
No, I hate my light. It's not bad lighting. It's not my favorite. But like the halo effect that you get is just so much better at that one.
To step down to focus on being the chairperson of the school. Penny has become the leading developer in the Paldean research company that is.
I do wish I could zoom it in
which
a little
builds
bit more,
off the
but that was my old
information of
camera
Heath's
too, I believe.
expedition and the research of either Sada or
I
Churro
have
to
it.
completely understand the terrestrial phenomena.
It's a good
This
camera.
company
Just
is led by its director, Arvin, who created the company to carry on the work of his parents. Nimona creates the idea to adventure back into the Great Crater to examine the work that Penny and Arvin have been working on since they last were together. The group proceeds down to the Zero Lab while recounting their first adventure to the lab all those years ago. Arvin explains that despite all the anger he had towards his parents, he wanted to contribute to making Paldea's future bright.
and I think you see a lot of the arguments here, like in the dialogue that we're seeing right now in the game. Like a lot of the arguments that I'm making in this video come directly from that. And also this was like right after I finished playing the game, so a lot of it was still fresh.
Upon reaching the new lab, Penny and Arvin announced their newest creation, a project that has been the focus.
And I
all
like the
this
idea
time.
of Penny and
The creation
Arvin
of a
working
new
together.
time machine that supports the ability not only to bring back Pokemon, but to allow free travel from the past to the future.
And I use that because Penny is the one who brings up this dialogue right here that we talk about in the actual game. Because she's like, what? That sounds cool. Or like you can go forward, or like it's terrifying that you can go forward and not back. So maybe like she would be the one to do it. Also with the tech savvy person like she is, she'd be the only one in the storyline that could actually do it. So he has to kind of work on it or invent a new character.
When they turn on the machine, the original player character is transported to either the past or the future. And since their project isn't complete, there's no way to return the original character back.
Which
to
we
the
just read in
modern era.
dialogue.
The protagonist of this new games is the child of the original character who sets out on a mission to become strong enough to be able to handle the Pokemon of either the past or the future, to go after their parents by means of the time machine.
So this would be
Penny,
like-
and Nimona, much like the story of Scarlet and
This would be like a post game kind of thing. Like this story is kind of after you've done the other stuff.
Violet aid the new player character on their journey. Eventually, after completing their mission, completing the Titans, completing the gym challenge, and completing whatever Team Star event is going to be happening, whatever the new version of those would be, it's not
A lot of
really
whatevers
important to
right
the
there.
story. The player character goes back to the Zero Lab and is sent into the past or future to save their parents. Equipped and aided by Arvin, Penny, and Nimona, the group travels to either the past or the future in order to save the original protagonist. Eventually, they find that the original protagonist has reunited with either AI Churro or AI Sada, based on whichever game you're playing, and has been staying with them and documenting.
And something I never said with this one is like you would have to be able to see like this stuff happened at the beginning of the game. Unless I say it later, but you would have to be able to see like in the pre-game cutscene, like you know how you have Rhydon flying around Paldea. You would have to be able to go to Area Zero Lab and see this
all
happen.
these new forms of Paradox Pokemon that hadn't come through the portal in the past. As the group gets ready to set back out to the present time, the AI form
Also, shout out all these videos that I made. You haven't seen them, go check it out. YouTube channel, Expedition YT.
opposes them. He breaks their time machine and places them in a prison that is created. To their surprise, the original Sada or Churro has been kept there all this time. Now,
Oh,
this
yeah, I
would
like
be the
that twist.
opposite form of Sada Churro in the games. In Scarlet, Churro would have gone to the future, and in Violet, Sada would have gone to the past. This explains why only one of them show up in the original Scarlet and Violet story. So you would have an AI Churro and a regular Sada, or an AI Sada and a regular Churro. The human Churro or Sada will
Which would be
explain that
version
they have been
exclusive.
working on a way to return to the present time since their arrival in the past or the future. But they were never able to create a time machine since there needed to be an established time machine in the present.
Also, I like the idea of having the AI being with the counterpart regular person because that essentially gives Arvin his two parents.
Era.
I don't know if I say
They
that in
were,
this video
however,
either,
able
but
to communicate with the opposite reality, the future in Sada's case and the past in Churro's case, where they interacted with another human Sada or Churro from the other timeline. Credit to Birdkeeper Toby for the origins of this idea that
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
about to use to kind of make my storyline here. In a video explaining the complete timeline of Scarlet and Violet, which I have linked in the description down below,
you should watch that.
Toby
It's good.
theorizes that the metal plate that Heath's team found, which was a metal that was found in Churro's future,
All right, we're gonna come back to this.
in Churro's case, where they interacted with another future and about to use to kind of make my storyline here.
So we'll get to that point and then we'll come back. So once we get there, we'll come back to that video. If possible, I would like to speak when we meet face to face. Sorry, I turned off the audio. It's easier for you to understand what you see the situation for yourself. Now that Joss, please use the central control panel to update this. Man, I wish I had these graphics when I was making that video because it would look so much better. Well done. Please continue your efforts in the research station. Hey, Joss. The book you told me to bring, I think it's got something to do with this place. More like everything to do with this place. But I'm not the one he expects to fix well. Whatever this is that you are. I think you should carry it. And if you don't read the book now, you don't get the book ever again, by the way. And part of this I know is in Toby's video too that we haven't got to in the video. My video, we don't get to the Toby video part yet, and we will get there eventually. What are your parents like, Nomoto? My parents normal, I guess. You serious? You don't even know I know your daddy's in the board of the Rotom Phone Company. Wait, how do you know that? Everyone knows he's famous. I guess I looked into it for my own region too. So Nomoto's actually some pampered little princess from a rich family. No, that's not my thing. Though, yeah, I guess you could say my mother and father were like hands off, but in a good way. Big sister will probably take over the business so much. Let me do what I wanted. Did you call them mother and father? That's some pampered little princess stuff right there. Went to bed. Enjoy the bed. What is that? A masquerade? I remember I wanted to explore this place like crazy, and I didn't honestly follow the path a lot, but yeah. Would you dare take his side? Josh, how about your mother? She seems super nice. She's dead. I killed her. The little cave over there to go get the fun Pokemon. I still like how we don't see Paradox Pokemon down here at all. Until we get through this. I guess they show up in the cave system part. There, we made it. All right, another research station. We'll get to that plate and then we'll go back to the video. Nice, we get to chill for a minute. So he's gonna jump out again, 100% guaranteed. Oh, Penny's such a worrywart. Huh? World on. Z. Wait a second, this is the Titan Pokemon we saw. So it's a future Pokemon all along. Well, you battled one of these before? It looks seriously strong. Yo, Cuss, and I are pros when it comes to Titan, so leave this to us. I like the throwback to the Titan Pokemon here. I wish it was the other one, but I understand why it's not. And also, Arven sends out the worst Pokemon to try to fight this thing. I guess it's not terrible. I love me some Iron Treads, though. I don't know what else we're gonna fight, though. That's a good question. See, that victory is ours. Maybe we're the one. Maybe the one we saw when we were researching out the Urban Mystica came from down here. You got to meet one of these Pokemon before the crater get together? Jealous. We get the little things in the future road around Paldea. That's a major problem. Is it sure we're doing anything to help them contain our control? How can we let this happen? You're right, because it's not like the also brilliant Professor Churro ever messes up. Come on, Chas. Let's get into the research statement. Okay. Okay, Dad. I wish they just took you in there. I don't know what's next, so I'm going to let Hatterene get some levels. Penny, where are you going? And made it to station number 3. How are we doing after walking and battling? Do anyone need a rest? You feeling rough, Penny? No, it's not that. I've just been thinking ever since the professor mentioned the time machine. Pokemon Hero Zero came to our time or the future, right? So what about Baridon? It's pretty likely it's also a future Pokemon. You're onto something. Even though gives off future vibes, it's even kind of sounds kind of futury. Wait a second, I totally forgot. Hey, Arvin, you had him right on his ball and told us about this forms in this place. You must know something about it, right? Ugh, you still remember that from way back when? No wonder you're a little star pupil. Guess I've got a choice but to tell you what I know. The Pokemon is right, and that is, it was found by my dad who was working on this time machine. I believe it would be best for me to explain at this point. Take over explanations at this point. Professor, Miraidon, which I entrusted to Chas, was the first Pokemon that was successfully retrieved from the future by the time machine. Seriously? The analysis of its genetic makeup as well as behavior patterns, it can be realized what it discovered was in fact a futuristic form of Cyclosar, the Pokemon commonly bred in this region. That makes sense. I guess they do look alike. Many of the Pokemon also came from this place across the boundaries of time, but I was never able to bring over more than 2 specimens of Miraidon. You mean there's another one over here somewhere? What if that family could still be in Area 0 somewhere, waiting to be reunited with Miraidon? Alright, where would be family reunion? Exactly. Imagine how thrilled they'd be if we can get the family back together after all this time. Yeah, that sounds nice. If you could proceed, Chas, please press the panel there. Alright. Do. And then we gotta go to the other one. Which is down in the crystal area. The Miraidon's future Pokemon. No one ever. Josh, you gotta let me battle Miraidon right now. It still will come out of its Pokeball. Oh, right. Jeez. I was the first I heard it coming out of the future myself. Seems my dad brought some weird Pokemon home all of a sudden. We had to get up at the lighthouse for it for a little while. Dad made me promise to keep it secret and take care of it for it too. That's why he knew so much about it. Yeah, but one day Miraidon just went nuts against some wild Pokemon. A few folks living by it ended up seeing it, so the secret was out. Once it happened, my dad took it and went back to Area 0. That makes sense if it's a Pokemon from a different age. See, here's where we finally see Pokemon that we haven't seen before. Some of them. I guess we've seen all of these before. I would expect these to be more hostile than other Pokemon. Honestly, if they were meant to be, it was meant to be hard down here. Specifically since there's no trainers. Also, I like how there's rails. Yeah. A good call. Watch your step. The person's down here somewhere waiting for us. That's fine. Totally fine. Alright, team. Watch yourself and let's get to the bottom of this thing. This place looks unreal. Maybe there really is treasure down here, like the stories say. Yeah, this place is something like a whole other world. Makes you feel like you already died and went somewhere. Seems to me the crystals give off some glows to talk about terrestrialization. There's got to be some sort of connection. Only one way to find out. Come on, everybody. We got to go all the way down. What's up with my shoes? These shoes look stupid. Oh, I dodged them. Get wrecked. The Iron Jugulus. I did do this because I remember coming down here for Iron Jugulus. And I've also shiny hunted down here in my other copy. So I've had to do this before. It's just been a very long time. So Miraidon came through our time machine. And then it lived here a while with the professor along with one other of its kind. Seems to be the story. So we brought home, or a sort of second home at least. I guess this place, you should be familiar to it. Well, that's great. We have a chance to wine and bask in familiarity. That doesn't exactly jive with how it's been acting spooked all the time. Doesn't seem eager to come out of its Pokeball anytime soon. Really? I thought it was just scared because we were up so high. You said it was scared of heights. You did. You've never mind, it was acting earlier. I think something bad happened to it here. Yeah. You get the shaky places when you go somewhere you've already been. The trauma. It could have got hurt like my boss if. That's a good theory. It's honestly a theory we would have come to if the dialogue didn't tell us that anyway. Oh yeah, welcome to the Shiny Hunt Fluttermane area. Honestly, the shiny hunting area in general down here. Most people go here up on that little platform up there. Dude, I'm gonna need you to stop blocking the door. Well, what happened? This place is a mess. It looks like something went berserk in here. Yeah, but what? Hello, children. Yeah, Professor, you scared us. I'm sorry. Why is everything out here all busted up? I'm sorry. Hello, children. Come again. I'm so sorry. I'm so hello, children. Hello, hello. What the heck? Somehow you're creeping us out. Hello, children, children. Initiating a restart. Customers having some weird complications. Yeah, it was definitely weird, at least. Almost like, I don't know, like he's an AI. That's the only sound. That's the only sound effect I have on my stream on my board. So I'm just gonna press this button. Hello, can you hear me now? Please, for your previous transmission, there seems to be some signal interference. That's not what that was. What do you mean, Arvin? Locks have all been disabled at last. Please make your way down at 0 lab, which lies at the very bottom of area 0. See, Arvin knows that his parents are dead. He knows. Also, it's weird that they never say anything about the other one in this game. It's just like his mom or his dad, depending on which version you play. Look at how cool that looks on Iron Bundle over there. Man, that looks so sick. All right, here's the tablet. So this is the tablet that I'm just about to talk about in the video. So we gotta get back to the video and watch it.
In a video explaining the complete timeline of Scarlet and Violet, which I have linked in the description down below, Toby theorizes that the metal plate that Heath's team found, which was a metal that was found in Churro's future, because it had not been discovered by humans yet, it was sent back into the past to Sada's time, where Sada engraved it and left it to be discovered by Heath's team, which was described by Miss Rayfort as the Area Zero expedition 200 years before the events of Scarlet and Violet. The schematic housed the ability to create the original time machine that was used in Scarlet and Violet, which prevented Arvin from being erased from the timeline. Again, some really solid stuff, but I want to elaborate further than just the content of what Toby was talking about. The purpose of sending the information back in time is to allow either Sada or Churro to return from either their past or future to create a sustainable time machine that would link the present with either the future or the past based on which version of the game you're playing.
It ties into paradoxes because this event doesn't happen unless like Churro is born and sends it back to Sada, and then Sada leaves it for the modern era to find it, which kind of creates its own paradoxical loop, which it's really cool. I love thinking about time theory like that.
Theory about the future paradox forms relates to this in that both the past and future contain no human life. The paradox Pokemon simply make a landscape that
also Area Zero doesn't contain human life either.
Alone that the professor and the alternate
so shout out to Short Red Wingle's shirt.
The original protagonists have remained undetected and safe for so long. The problem that Sada or Churro have without their counterpart is that they're unable to decipher the mysteries of time travel, to leave a detailed enough report to create the portal. Now that the group is there, the portal is able to be formed. The group fights against the AI Churro or Sada to destroy them in order to begin building the portal back. Both the former and new protagonists team up together in sort of a double battle adventure to gather resources needed to construct the time machine, since they are the most,
which I think would be a really cool 2-player mode.
Capable people of battle.
Doesn't have to be, but it could be. But also like it's cool. It would be cool to give like the. I always think it's cool when they put the protagonist in the game to face in future games, because it kind of gives them a established team that they would use through a playthrough.
While the rest of the people stay back at the
think red or blue
lab to begin working on the time machine. After collecting the required materials, the time machine is built. However, it is still and operable. Churro or Sada remembers that the schematics of the original time machine has left out newer information which must be first written on the tablet in the present era. So that way, when it's built in present time, it will have these new features and they will be able to transport back. The group
I was gonna say the same thing. It's like you're doing it so you create the paradox, because if the original foundation of the portal was created based on this slab being found in the modern, trip down, it had information on it that obviously was from the future. But if it's placed there now with the updated stuff in, paradoxically, that would make the time machine then, as soon as they leave it there, that would make it so the portal is active and they can make it back and forth.
Sets out once again, led by Churro or Sada, to the location of the original tablet, where the group must fight off a herd of Kurainon or Mirainon, depending on which game they are playing, who
It'd just be cool to see more of them, honestly.
have laid claim to the tablet as their own. After the legends are defeated, Sada or Churro writes the missing information on the tablet, which
Also, it's like you don't need another legendary for each game. Just like use the ones you have.
completes the time paradox and makes the present era able to create the proper teleportation machine. The group returns to the time machine and is able to transcend time to return to the present era, which the new protagonist and the company originally traveled through. Sada and Churro are able to finally see their dream achieved. It is now possible to go through time to study the past and the future. Both Churro and Sada decide
Which could be cool DLC areas or post-game areas.
to leave the present reality, since they never truly belonged there in the first place, since their original counterparts had died in the accidents in the fourth lab. But they encourage the group to come visit the past or the future whenever they like. Sada and Churro remain in the past and future respectively in order to keep the time machine operable and allow time travel. Arvin is then left
Yes, because you would want to have somebody on the other side able to operate the machine so that you didn't run into any problems.
to operate the time machine in the modern era, completing the reality of time travel to the past, present, and future. So there's my continuation of the Scarlet and Violet storyline.
Is that really all I had to
Story
say?
of Scarlet and
Wow.
Violet was too good to leave it where it was, and this adventure finally gives the ability.
It
for
was pretty
Arvin
good. It was a really
to
good story.
time with his parents,
They've
which is
done
a
really
great
well on the
way to
Switch.
wrap up this story. It's such a good arc. Of course, I'm interested in hearing what you have to say about my rendition, so let me know in the comments section your thoughts on.
Or
how
let me know
this
in the
video
chat.
came out. Also, if you enjoyed this video, it would be wonderful if you would help support the channel by leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. These videos are a lot.
I really
of work,
needed some
and I really
soundproofing of that.
appreciate having feedback on them and helping them do well. Of course, if you want more from me, there are other platforms that I'm active on, including Twitch, TikTok, and Twitter, and Discord, as well as my non-Pokemon channel, Invisible Corporations, which are all linked
Rip.
in the description down below. Thank you again for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. That's all from me. So until next time, I'm Chaos, signing off. Stay safe, and as always, burn it up.
And he disappears forever. Oh, that's right. I started doing that. By the way, if you want to watch that video at any point, there's the link to it. But yeah, I thought it was a cool theory, and I thought it was worthwhile to explain. The tablet that is in that later part of the video is this tablet here that we find, that is inscribed with a mysterious symbol. But obviously it's here, and I think it's referenced in the book too. If you would read the Scarlet and Violet book, you can't actually do it right here, but I think you can go see all the stuff that's there. But yeah, that's a tablet. So they would write on that, replace it, and then the lab would be completely fixed and ready to go. I was getting a little bit of a jump scare with Espathra because there's nothing yellow, and then all of a sudden, I guess that guy is here. Everybody remember hunting for 3-segment dun 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 sparse? Or as I like to call it, dun 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 sparse. There's so many Pokemon. That's the only disadvantage here is The engine is running so many Pokemon right now. Come on, you tell me I can't make that jump and live. Totally can make that jump. I also thought Glimmora was a Paradox Pokemon. It's a weird little Pokemon because it's not really a Paradox Pokemon, but it kind of is. I mean, it's down here, but it's also like not up in Paldea. Like in caves, you find it. Yo, what's up, Dale? How you doing? How's your stream, dude? And finally, you should deep press. We made it. Ready to see if those legends treasures down here are real? Yeah, I think the fluff the right in the. You can just flip the right in the textbooks. Right. I never changed my phone. Hello, children. You've done well to make it here. The structure you see before you is the Zero Lab. That's where you are, right, Professor? But wait, why does it look like the whole place is swallowed by a crystal? Crystals in Area Zero possess particular energy. The energy can also function as living things and optimize the performance of machinery. The same energy that allows Pokemon to terastallize. So this entire building's been terastallized. Is that what you're saying? Don't be silly, Arvin. The professor implied that something important about Terra Orb just now. They're made from the crystals down here in Area Zero, aren't they? Oh crap! Indeed, though not many know it. Once you've disabled all 4 locks, the gate before you should be open now. Once you open the gate, you will quickly be confronted with dangerous Pokemon inside. They will likely make a mass break for freedom. Before you work together, you should be able to best them. Just press the lever, and there's a Garganackle just on that thing too. There's shiny. Arvin, move! I need to see if there was a shiny over there. No, it was a Sparkle. Thought there was a shiny Gibble like in the corner, but it was a Sparkle. Hold it. Now, why are you on the cusp of getting into the lab? Look, a really bunch of dangerous Pokemon come at us. Then we shouldn't have Miraidon help. We also have Miraidon help. If Miraidon would like if Miraidon would like how we saw it in the Inlet Grotto, that'd be a shoot help. But I want to see it battle. But hasn't it wanted to let us ride it even since we came down to Area Zero? We can't let it as battle for him in its first place. But I know it's really strong. I know it is. You know those Urban we trying to. When it really matters, I'm sure it will fight. And Area Zero is where it used to live. Bring it up its ball now, maybe it'll find its family too, right? It's pretty sensible, even by your standards, Urban. I don't know. Come on, Chas, let him run on the ball. Okay. He's gonna hate me for it, but I'll do it. Alright, come on now, kid. Let's open that gate. He's not like shuddering or anything. Here's the real Miraidon. Baby, the reunion, it's happening. Whoa, no way. He's like, peasant. Why, you on my turf, dog? He's like, sorry, Mr. Dude. They brought me here. And then he recognizes he can go into the facility. Oh, what's wrong? Are you bummed that the heartwarming family reunion got cut off so quickly? Are you joking? There was nothing heartwarming about it. We were this close to getting caught up in a nasty brawl. Wait, for real? What are you, Ryuku? Look up, Brian. The poor thing's terrified. I guess the other aren't exactly its pal. Yeah, that Pokemon's giving us some real bad vibes. But don't worry about a thing. Once we get you back to your battle form, I'm sure you'll be able to go toe-to-toe against that jerk. If you want to, you know. Sorry, I guess it doesn't help, huh? You think that the Liberato was one of the dangerous Pokemon that Professor Ward was to watch out for? But didn't the professor say the dangerous Pokemon come out from inside? You just had to say something, Nemona. If you didn't say something, they wouldn't have, done this. We're surrounded. But it's a bunch of iron hands. We can surely bop them. Let's do this. How many do we fight right now? It's ground and steel, so this is not a matchup we want. We can let Quackball do it. This is what I'm talking about. The camera's so zoomed in that I can't even see everyone's Pokemon. Or if I can, we're like barely on the screen. Probably should Aqua Step. In case it doesn't hit me. Yeah, that would have been bad. Yeah, it's dead though. Well, I would have said this probably should have been like a horde battle or something. The double battle stuff it's making us do isn't really great. And also, Hatterene should be able to deal with most of these things. Like, they at least should be 2v2 situations. Why does everyone have a disadvantage? At least the baby doll eyes is great. Is helpful. Nice shot, Hatterene. Umbreon has Psychic. Nani? Can it actually learn Psychic in this game? Or did they give it to it for this battle? I know it can in some generations because it's like you can teach it. No, it's a TM in this game. No, we're not doing magic powder. Yay, good job, buddy. Why me? Well, the two of them can handle their part, but the crowd's been thinned out. I guess we'll have to deal with what's left. Let's take out the one we don't know first. This is flying in dark, I believe. I believe it's flying dark. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it's flying dark. Dang it. Now I'm not get to do anything. All right, so we know Chiro's team. I'm gonna pull up my notes. Dude, I've had this thing for so long. And I finally get to get rid of it after this. So I made this 3-team when I got Violet, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, you can take on a bunch of fighting types with a dark type. Good job, genius. Honestly, you have such a major fighting weakness. And he's taking on fighting type. He's taking arguably the best fighting type of the game. All right. We are starting off with Iron Moth. So it should be Ka up front. And you need a different held item. Let's give you the... I know we have glasses somewhere, right? Are you gonna let me go to my boxes? Yeah. You have glasses on you? Yeah. It's like, I know I have both of them. Yep. All right, let's do this thing. Also, I like how the entrance to this is the same as the chamber where they come out of. And I guess they were trying to get rid of them. Human tech presence detected in the Area Zero lab. Deactivating sleep mode. Hello, Joss. Thanks for coming. He's still mad. No, back in your ball. That one's far less tractable and far more aggressive than the one you've traveled with. Right on flood areas here because I lost the other one in a territorial struggle. I'm afraid there's been something for which I must apologize. I'm not the true Professor Chiro. What are you talking about? I'm an artificial intelligence the professor didn't create with imbued with his memories and knowledge. In short, I'm an AI-powered robot. The root professor passed away during the incident, destroyed in research station number 4. Passed away. Pokemon was not to be blamed. It was the original professor who failed to accurately judge its full power. I believe the professor wanted nothing more than for Miraidon to thrive and thrive. That's why he threw himself in front of Miraidon in an attempt to protect it. For the time I asked out to the Director Clavel to be asked to put in contact with you, I was never more than an AI. Joss, the reason I asked you to come here is because of one less thing here to do at Zero Lab, and I desire your help. In short, I wish you to put a stop to the time machine the original professor created. Any questions can be addressed as we make it sense. Follow me. Well, here we go. I would like this, please. The booster energy. This elevator will take us down on the lower level. Step inside. Doesn't look like an elevator. It looks like a freaking white blanket. Charles, it's truly great relief to me that you came. I will answer any questions you have. Is there anything you wish to know? An AI is an artificial intelligence created by a human being. It draws on the original professor's knowledge and memories to calculate all of my thoughts and actions. The result of this calculation is expressed by this mechanical body built to resemble the professor in every way. Humanity is not, in fact, in every way.
No.
Just saying. The crystals make up the Area Zero Lab and made things possible down here. They're also why I cannot leave this place. Something else you wish to ask? As I explained before, the original professor no longer exists. During the destruction of the research station, his physical body received grievous injuries that left it unable to sustain life. I'm afraid that the fact that might be difficult for his son Arvin to accept. I now manage Zero Lab in the original professor's place. Is there anything else you wish to ask? The time machine is a device that is the original professor and I worked on together. Since Pokeball is a different point in timeline to catch Pokemon there, and it can draw them back here to the present. When I was alive, Professor Chiro had a great fascination with Pokemon from another age. He's what we should call the future Pokemon. Even as we speak, the time machine continues to automatically draw future Pokemon at this time. Is there anything else you wish to ask? The original professor has a dream of a world in which the Pokemon might live alongside present-day Pokemon in harmony. These Pokemon have gained a strange power due to their adaptations in the distant future, and the power has proved too terrible. Their very existence brings a destruction to the ecological balance of the current ages, and in the VGC format, if you didn't know. But we've begun to see Pokemon appear that can break the barriers to just iron treads. Eventually, they will break free of this walled garden known as Area Zero and rampant across the Paldea region. And when they do, the rich and varied ecosystem of Paldea will be trampled beneath their coming. I may have been created to copy the professor, and yet I cannot seem to find out the logic in allowing such a tragedy to occur. But any hope of preventing it would have required overcoming the greatest AI that the original professor ever devised. Joss, you've become a formidable trainer. Now the strength you've gained to destroy the dream Chiro wants to cherish. Sure. I appreciate your willingness to help. I've reached the lowest level. He could tell you that he's going to be what you have to literally fight, because he is the final thing. But he doesn't tell you that because he is coming out of his cage and he is doing just fine. Just kidding, he's not doing fine at all. Not at all. All right, it's Moth. Moth Bundle. Hands, Jugulus, Thorns, and Valiant. Behold, this is the time machine we use perfecting the power of the terrestrial phenomenon. Do I want to lead? What else is, I guess you can be useful for whatever it's called. Stop the time machine when you need to use the Professor's ID, which has been embedded in the Violet book. It was a very, like the Professor for the final key we would need in a book of all places. He loved that volume since childhood. Place the Violet book on the pedestal here, you'll be able to stop the time machine. There's just one issue. If you try to stop the machine, I will most likely attack you. Artificial being I am, my own desires cannot be overridden by the system's programming. As it happens, I'm afraid I'll become no more than a battle machine bound to defeat anyone who identifies an obstacle by my code. My battling abilities are peerless, but they are built upon the analysis of all the battles carried out by the various champions of the Paleta region. Having the bond between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe you can prevail. Once you've ready yourself fight for this fight, please place the Violet book on the pedestal. Yep. I mean, Sandacon's best fight is this one. Initiating emergency shutdown. Please wait. Please wait. Access denied. Shutdown command overridden. Reinitializing. It's up to you now, Chas. Yeah, jury, switching to sleep mode. Activating offensive protocols. Please defeat me. At last. At last my dreams are within reach. You're not getting going away. It's kind of cool that he just pulls his Pokemon and is ready to go. They have to have a lot of Master Balls too. It Moffy boy. He should be able to pull a shiny out. I'm just saying. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm not letting anyone get in the way of my goods, my goals. Alright, Earthquake. Surely we live one. It's the power this and future holds splendid, isn't it? Gotta be a KO, right? Yeah, let's go. This interesting child. You actually understand the Pokemon future Pokemon weaknesses? Yeah, because I know them. Moth isn't really that special, to be fair. Iron Bundle, Goku. What is the cat doing? No, this is the cat. To be fair, I should have had something to deal with Thorn. I'm gonna think about it. Yeah, the cat gets to deal with this one. It's the only one the cat really wants to fight. So Ka's done its job. Cat time. No escape is actually okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm Protean. Yeah, GG's there, bud. Who beats Val, though? Jugulus. So this is dark and flying. This is where Goku is gonna take over. He's so tiny, and then this thing's gonna be massive. I love that effect that he's just like dropping them down. Let's go, Goku. You have to paralyze him. You didn't. Okay. I mean, I guess the cat can come in and help. It's a dark move, at least. It might not be a dark move. It might be a flying type move. But it should not be a... No, it should be a dark move. Alright. You tried to do your thing. So Quack has to take on Thorns. So Skeletor has to either take on Valiant or Hands. You know, I'm not sure which one's better. It's fairy fighting or probably we'll let you take on Hands. I mean, we'll let you take on Valiant because you'll resist its stabs. You have something for me. That's kind of scary. Should have recognized that. Some sort of like ability. I guess it would have been a... It would have been a covert cloak. Okay. He hit me with Iron Head. We can go to the cat. Cat's just my backup. We should be able to bait it into a fighting type move. At least for a turn. Which should be enough. Yeah, this cat is nuts. Of course, the fighting move is Drain Punch, but it doesn't restore enough that we can't KO it next turn. Nice. Thorns. Thorns is Quack. I think I want a TC. Yeah. It is my strongest move. All right, let me dirge it. Everybody got their battle. I didn't figure it out beforehand, but you know, I might have brought something different if I figured it out beforehand. I could have brought Sylveon to deal with Hands or Jugulus. Oh yeah, you get a freaking booster energy. We probably need a torch. We honestly probably didn't need a torch at all. We were probably fine. Louis freaking thick. Oh, I'm unaware. I'm not unaware. But that would have been a great play. Yeah, possible. Let's go team. Quick, send out a Pokemon to deal with. Quick, send out the snake to deal with Koraidon or Miraidon. Send out anything. Just. What is this? Did you already beat them all the baddies without me? Okay, without with you. What are you really? Thank you for everything. The time machine is finally been stopped. You're not even my dad, are you? Oh, look how big you've grown. So proud of you, Mike. So sorry you were alone so long, Arvin. Dad. Security system failure. Security system failure. Threat to time machine detected. Threat to time machine detected. Well, what's going on? It's another army of Pokemon on its way here? It cannot be. What's going to be preventing the time machine from performing as intended? Activating Paradise Protection Protocol to remove the offending obstacle. What was it keeping the time machine running true all the time the professor cared about? Locking up Pokeballs except those registered to Churro's ID. Wait, what? Program initializing, gathering terrestrial energy. I'm sorry, children. This is too much for you. You must run. You're disabled. Paradise Protection Protocol initiated. It's like, I don't want to lose. You're not getting in my way. You're challenged by... That's a cool effect. Do I have this here? It's true, our Pokeballs won't work, but how are we supposed to even battle? Where is it? No, it won't let me do it yet. That's how I do it. I thought you had to open the ball from the pocket. It should really be a Master Ball. We got you. I like how it uses the evolution music sound effect. What, do we really expect it to look different? Here we go. Okay. Oh God. Your moveset is god awful. I just want to see this move. It looks cool. Change to his battle form. Let's go, Miraidon. You got this. No, it doesn't. Doesn't have this at all. Can I Terra? You will fall here in the Garden Paradise and achieve nothing in the end. Holy damage. You will allow me to destroy my paradise. Obstacles to my goal will be eliminated. So you couldn't do that if you had like a voice actor can do that text dialogue like that. Cool. This looks better. Hey, get there, Joss. I can't Terra yet. This says I'm superior follow become with the foundation which would be built. Hyper Bem. Alright, I have to like tough it out. Dude, hey, look at Chip, you can do this. I know you can. Can I Terra yet? Oh, there's my special attack. Man, can we then not put off one here? This doesn't look good. And then somebody heals us. Hey, Josh, your Terra orb's glowing. Josh, Brian, Trust Less, finish this off. He's on 1 HP. You never trust less on 1 HP. Attack Rose, what does that matter? The Omni Boost doesn't matter. Okay, the speed is the only thing out of this that matters. Literally the only thing that matters is the speed boost. So I guarantee out speed. Oh. I think I healed at one point in this battle, but it's obviously you're meant to win it, so it's not even that hard. Oh, snap. I can barely read that. Should have just made it black text with a gray glow instead of a black glow. Is that going berserk anymore? How did a very astounding think you would manage to defy even the original professor's final protections? Are you back to normal? Yes, completely unforeseen outcome, even for AI possessing the most sophisticated technology ever conceived. Even on the brink of despair, your children did not give in and instead proved your worthiness, showing the wisdom to think for yourselves, the courage to hold your faith to your friends, the fortitude to do what had to be done. No matter how challenging of a future you may await, I believe you'll be capable of walking with whatever path you choose for yourself with pride. I thank you, Chas, and all. Thank you all, children. I'm afraid the time machine can no longer be put to a stop as long as I am here. It appears I am part of the machine, the system that ensures the machine reboots but stops. Huh? What does that mean? I am sorry. You know, when I was watching you on your own adventures from down here, I felt a sense of jealousy. I envied your freedom. The way you can work together, working in league with your fellows and caring for them. The way you sought strength to better yourselves, throwing your all into your battles. The way you would face down even the greatest enemies to save that which you loved. The way you would never cease to seek nor fight for the treasure on your own. And the way you would soar free through the very skies on the wings of yours. I wish that I may be as free as you all, free to seek what I might treasure above anything else, not bound. Your treasure, as long as I remain here, the time machine will not stop, for I am inextricably connected to it. So I've made a decision. I'll use the time machine to journey to the world of the future that I've dreamed of. Also, this is where this part of the theory comes in, like they actually go there. So, yeah, that's also part of that video that I posted a while ago. We can just leave right now when we finally reached you. I'm not going only so I'm not going only so the time machine can be stopped. I can also cannot deny my desire to see the future world for myself. This is what it feels like to have your heart race with the thrill of adventure. Marvin, I am sorry that I kept the truth for you from so long. I inherited the thoughts and the wishes of the professor, so I understand it better than any. Your father truly loves you. You can't just go and say things like that right now. No, I suppose you're right. I am sorry. Marvin, right on. Joss, it is a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. Dad. Farewell, my free adventurers. I bid you adieu. The collar, the jacket trim is kind of sick though. There you go. Could you just go, Dad? Reverend, are you okay, bud? Yeah, somewhere deep down, I kind of already knew it. Knew that thing was fake, but it saved my day in using his voice, wearing his face. Even if it was fake, it felt real, you know? And so I sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. That's okay. I guess Mariana is sad too. Oh, but the battle form is cool. It's so strong. Which hasn't done me for the bedroom while it's huge like this. I'm seriously gonna die. Yeah, let's skip with the big win here, Cat. Joss and Moran just saved all of Paydown. Paldea. That's right, you both did amazing. Thanks, Joss. Yeah, that's my butt Joss for you. You know, Arvin, even though the professor's gone, I bet he's finally having an adventure of his own in his future. Yeah, thanks, Betty. Sorry. What should we do now, Joss? Let's go home. You said it, come on, let's go. Let's make our way home. Celestial. I'm gonna mute. Before it happens. If it will happen. It's not happening. It's just a hello. Oh yeah, there's still this cutscene. Don't capture the cursor, you dummy. Okay, everybody, listen up. What is it? Let's take a long road home and get a little more fun out of this adventure. I don't really. That's great. I can load up a snacks first. I'm in. Hey, Josh, not you too. Poor guy just wants to cry over his dad. All right, fine. I guess we're doing this. Let's do it. Celestial. All right, now I'm not gonna unmute it. Yeah. All right, Ed Sheeran, we know you sing this, but I can't listen to it on stream. That's the one big issue I have with this as a content creator is like you can't listen to the end of this game on stream. But there you have it. The 3-team shiny playthrough is complete. And we will add it to our list of completed games. Which means I have to go to my channel to do that. But it is nice to finally have this done. And we don't have to do it anymore. We get to go to our next challenge. All right, that is now updated. Sweet. As I said, I don't really have the next one set. I have some ideas on what it could be, but nothing set in stone. So, well, I guess we'll just get to that point when we get to that point, you know? I'm looking forward to it, regardless of what it ends up being. It just got to be what I want to play the most right now, and looking forward to some challenges for sure. If you have any you want me to do, like, or a game you want me to play, let me know, and we can talk about potentially adding them as a future installment, or maybe even the next one if you give it to me today. But you also can let me know in the Discord server if you want to see anything. We have a specific channel for like feedback of things that go on and stuff, so you can easily do that too. and then we have a challenges folder that it's like, if you have the challenges folder is actually where you should be submitting those things to. It's like, hey, you should do a challenge on this. That's where we got some of these challenges from. So like, I had Sunshine Damageless on there. Metroid Dread Death, that's obviously one I'll be looking at. We did the Minecraft one. And we did with Tui. So like, even if you don't know what the challenge would be, if you have a game that, you know, that you've played or you think I might like that I've played and you want to do something, let me know there. We can come up with it. I might specifically reach out to you via DMs to come up with something like I did with Tui in the Minecraft challenge, where we made a really, really difficult challenge that we did complete. It did take a long time, but we did complete it. And I'm excited to see what the next one's going to be, because I don't know how that will work out, what we'll do, or anything like that. So I'll be excited to figure out what they will be. I have a couple other things that have made the list as well. We talked about Baldur's Gate 3, which honestly I've been into RPG stuff lately through my feed, so we might be doing that one. I just have to figure out what the challenge would be and how we do it. Which would, yeah, I mean, that's honestly just part of it. So we will be doing that for the remainder of the night, at least on my end of stuff. So if you have something, tonight is the time to do it. Again, this whole challenge was really for you guys who were used to the regular stuff on the channel years and months ago, where I would shiny hunt all the time. We are now done shiny hunting for the foreseeable future until the Team Yell Shiny race comes up in the summer, or one of you redeems Make Me Shiny Hunt as one of the channel perks that I have added. So it is there, I believe. I'm just going to make sure. Yes, it is there for 15,000 channel points. You can save up for that. You can save up for a bunch of things, but I want to give you the opportunity to still be able to have me shiny hunt if that's something you want to see. So I don't want to completely take that away from you guys as an option for us to do in the future. But we've reached the end of this playthrough. We've reached the end of this challenge. It's not been much of a challenge, really. Only the only challenge was getting the shinies and playing through the game again. So that was part of the thing to do. So now we have another completed save that I'm not sure what I'll do with, if anything. I know we have another one of these that's completed that I did my Scarlet playthrough through, but we'll see about that after that. So now Pokemon have Hall of Fame badges. That's cool. I mean, he's already dead. He's been dead for like 47 years, 7 years, something like that. Yeah. So that is really nothing for us to do besides just kind of do whatever we want. Oh, we can do the battle contest. I think we have to do this to get like 6-star Terra things, which may or may not be prevalent to us in our future. So we'll think about it. I know it's involving rebattling all the gym leaders too, or something like that. So there you go. Sure, I'll help you with your work. I like that they specifically ask you to go back to the gyms and redo that. That's a really cool thing. I think that we should do this more. Yep, I'm gonna miss anime, but she has to do it. All right. Hey, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I knew he jokes because he doesn't actually have a role. But yeah, that's it. For the playthrough. Yay. Again, and as I like how it shows that we're there. We're not there. We are not there at all. But yeah, we could definitely do more Pokemon stuff in the future too, if you wanted to see that. I'm not sure exactly what Pokemon looks like on the channel right now. I mean, we've been doing this, but also we've not really had the time to do multiple streams a week, so I don't want to take that away from us too. And obviously there's no longer a series going on Tuesdays, so that is another one of our issues. So we'll figure all of that out. I have been looking at revitalizing the schedule. You guys have known that. But we'll see what happens with it and what that looks like. So there will not be a stream on Thursday as I have a work thing. So the next stream here will be on Friday, where we'll be starting that new adventure, whatever that would be, or maybe I might do, you know, the Sunshine randomizer. We'll just see what I feel like doing. But we will be live also tomorrow on the YouTube channel, which I did post for you guys. Again, please go check that out and enjoy the content over there, as well as all of my other social channels. They're a link there on the chat for you. They're also down below in the panels if you want to click on them that way. I'm on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Discord, YouTube, all the fun stuff. But grab that raid message and grab the raid thing from me, because we're going to go say hi to a friend of mine who is streaming right now that we can say hi to, that I know you guys will enjoy, because they are a valuable member of not only this community, but also my Twitch team. So go support them, go support their playthrough. They're doing a Shiny Hunter playthrough too, which is cool, because, you know, get to raid their Shiny Hunter playthrough. Thanks for all of you being here, supporting this challenge from the very beginning, when we were Shiny hunting the starters to all the way here to the end. And all the time in between. I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate you guys joining me. Of course, as always, let me know if you have anything that you want me to do, either in the chat or in the Discord server. That is the best place to actually reach out at the Discord server, so please join that if you haven't done so already. But otherwise, go enjoy Miss Joa Gaming Inc. and the rest of your evening. I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you in the next one. So until then, my name's Chaos, I'm signing off. Stay safe, and as always, later.